Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am the very scary loli that's going to bake you into a cake if you don't shut the fuck up. Drew,
And
Bidu.
and I am the wrestler formerly known as Soberoni.
That feels so weird to me because I'm like, but you're still known as Silver Odie.
Well, I am now the wrestler formerly known as Soberoni. Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess.
I've changed my birth certificate.
Oh, welcome back to the G&A podcast. We talk about all things anime. Let's get started with this week in anime.
Mm-hmm.
So Funimation relicenses Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and the Black Butler anime for streaming.
Ooh, maybe I can watch it finally.
Finally, you can watch it.
Maybe
I
I can
didn't know it
actually
wasn't
watch it.
available.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. Apparently, it expired in March 2016.
Mm-hmm.
The streaming rights,
Huh.
and
I thought it
yeah,
was on Netflix later
it
than
is on
that.
Netflix. See, that's what's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, usually these things don't. When it comes to anime, they don't go from like platform to platform
Right.
usually. So the reason why I picked this story, I'm like, it's interesting because I'm gonna see like, is Netflix gonna one day be like, oh, whoop, just like come the new year, are they gonna take down Fullmetal Alchemist finally?
Maybe.
So
Shit,
that
maybe I should
makes it
watch it over
very
this.
interesting because Black Butler is also on Netflix. They're both on Netflix. So for both to be happening at the same time, it's like,
The Netflix war has begun. Slowly, everyone is going to start taking titles from Netflix, and I will
Oh,
have.
well, slowly. Disney already landed like the first. It
Yeah,
wasn't like the first
Disney
blow. It was like first
50 blows.
bomb.
They won the first 20 matches all at once.
Yeah, because
Yikes.
Disney Plus is looking really cute. I don't
I
know.
might have to get
Like
me
I,
some of that Mandalorian
I'm
there.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Leech off of my boyfriend. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that was my news, Oni.
In the world of Fairy Tail, we're actually getting a Fairy Tail RPG game coming out next year. It's going to be released sometime in 2020 for both the Japanese market and in the West later on.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind. I take my side back.
Yes. So it's going to launch in the West in 2020. Probably late 2020. It's going to
Hmm.
be an RPG, which I found really interesting. It's an actual RPG, like Persona and that. So that's really interesting way to take it, because I was expecting it to be like a fighting game or something, but it is an RPG, a
Oh, I
JRPG.
love that it's an RPG because it's RPGs.
Yes, and it's going to be covering the Tartarus arc and the Grand Magic games, which are two of the best arcs in Fairy Tail.
Yeah, that is actually true.
So I'm gonna be super hyped. I'll probably stream it, assuming it's any good. I hope it is. It's being directly supervised by the author of Fairy Tail. What's his name? Mashima. So he even had creative decisions on which fan service scenes to put into it. So it looks like he's working really closely with the developer. So fingers crossed it'll be good.
Oh my god, that is so great because I can't wait to see those moments that happens and you hear a little sound effect though. Wow!
Yeah, exactly. So here's hoping.
Yes, great news all around. And with that being said, let's just hop right into this this weekly review. Here she. Yeah, she. Starting with Boku no Hero Academia, season 4, episode 6.
Yes, the not so happy, joyous episode.
If you know, yeah, you're right. I love Centipeter's design. I know you don't like Bugs Oni, but
I
I
don't,
love
but he
his
looks really
design.
cool though.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Like
great.
if I
'Cause I'm
saw him,
like, I was.
if I saw him, I'd probably like fucking kill myself. But he looks really cool.
I love how whenever you see like terrifying bugs, you just like nope.
Oh, I'm
Just put life.
suiciding. I'm not gonna kill the bug. No,
Why not?
I've already accepted. I can't overcome that bug. It's like a
Well,
zombie
yeah, maybe,
apocalypse. You know. What's the
well,
point
yeah,
of
maybe
fighting
not the
back?
centipede, but I feel like you feel this way about like multiple bugs. Like any bug that's like bigger than like a third of your finger, and you're just like, nope, I'm dying.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'd rather die than have to feel the sensation of any kind of bug on my skin. So,
Oh my gosh, I literally, you know, if it wasn't,
no
if I
offense,
literally wasn't worried,
centipede.
if it literally wasn't for the fact that like I actually care for your physical and emotional well-being, I would definitely just sneak like 2 water bugs, like just whoop.
Oh, I would just jump out the window right here. So that's the end of that.
You would. See, and that's why I say, thank God I actually care about you, because I wouldn't actually, because you'd actually die.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you kill me, everyone, by the way. Just a really easy way to kill me. Just throw
Yeah.
like a bug at me.
Or like shoot him. Wait.
Or shoot a bug
What?
at me.
I mean, I was gonna say shoot him, but well, wait. But can I? Someone go to jail though?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. It's gonna be really hard to just be like, oh, there was a water bug there. Especially if it's like summer, and I just like throw water bug, and you like just kill yourself, and then it's like they try to, I don't know, try to get me for manslaughter, but it's like, can they even? It was a bug. I literally can just be like, he saw a bug and he jumped out the window.
Well, aside from different ways that you can try to kill me, let's go back to talking about Hero Academia.
Wow. Okay,
Instead of planning my murder.
Excuse me. I'm sorry if I was just trying to see how the law works. Thank you very much. But yes, let us refocus ourselves. So yeah, basically everyone, like a bunch of the heroes, like I'm definitely about to go down the whole line of them.
I really like the design of that black superhero, but he was a real dick, so I don't know how I feel about that.
Like, I used to like him. I feel like he's going to die because
Oh, he's definitely gonna die.
yeah,
He's black.
But yeah, exactly. Black people. Yeah, so they have their conference regarding Shie, the gangster.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, so yeah, guys, he's probably sucking the blood out of his own daughter and turning his daughter into bullets, and then they really did a good execution look of Midoriya Mirio's face.
Yeah, that was a really great scene because they both have different like. That's heartbreaking to be like, I could have saved this girl, but oh no, she's gonna go be tortured for her blood so that they can make bullets out of her. Like, oof. It's actually really grim when you think about it too. It's a really dark place to go for this series.
Yeah, I would say so. Which, you know, I really like that they took that direction.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how, like, for some of them, they, like, it shows, like, how much, like, kids they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love how Mirio and Midoriya, because they were involved with her already, they instantly, like, knew what they were happening, but the other kids, it took them, like, a bit of a, few seconds.
Some of them are faster than the other ones, let's just put it that way.
Yeah. And then when they had to spell it out for them, they're like, oh, God.
I love that one of the most clever things I think this episode did was it introduced, like 2 episodes or 3 episodes ago, it introduced Night Eye's ability, and it was like, oh, that's a super OP ability. And it's one of those abilities where it's like, oh, so now that you have this ability, it just throws off the balance of the entire show because you literally have a guy who can just tell everything that's going to happen in the future. But they cleverly subverted that, be like, well, even though he could do that, he's not going to because he has massive trauma about seeing people's death. Yeah. So,
and also, you can only do it for one person.
And you can only do it for one person. Per day. So it like they kind of ripped themselves into a hole and then ripped themselves right back out of it in a really logical way. So
I feel like they would. I don't think he can do it to multiple people. Like, I knew they wouldn't do that. Like,
well, unless the show wouldn't even address it. Some shows would just be like, oh, whatever, we're just not going to address this obvious plot hole that we have just created for ourselves.
Yeah, no. This isn't the Magical Girl Raising Project. But yeah, no. Boku no Hero Academia, they have a great track record with like making powers not super broken. So I expected I expected they were gonna deal with it, the right way, which they did.
Good on them.
Yes. But yeah, no, it was a cool episode. But other than that, I don't think I have much to say. It was very much a lot of talking.
Yeah, it was mostly just like, in a way, it was mostly just exposition. They were just sitting in a room talking about their plans and rehashing. It kind of felt, in a sense, like a recap, kind of, sort of, because they were just like explaining things that already happened. I am interested in seeing the dynamic between Eddie and like her father, if that even is her father, and that whole organization. Because I don't think it's as simple as they're just draining her blood. I think there must be like more to it than that. So I'm curious about that. Also, he didn't seem like, I mean, he's obviously a bad person, but I don't know if he'd be that bad of a person. I don't know. I don't know enough about this guy's character yet.
Yeah, which I also like.
Hero Academia rarely does. Yeah, Hero Academia rarely does like the bald-faced comic villain where it's like, I'm just evil for the sake of being evil. Like, they're usually more nuanced than that. So
yeah. So we shall see. But until then, let us move on.
Yes.
To Shokugeki no Soma Shin no Sara. Episode 7.
Yes. More Momo.
Oh my gosh, she was a very scary this episode. I know you were loving it.
Take a shot every time someone says the word cute in this episode. See how long you last. I felt like every word. Every other word was like cute, cute, cute. Oh, I'll show you cute. We'll be cute, cute, cute. Oh.
Eddie finally cooks. She finally did Shokugeki.
Oh yeah,
for the first time in literally 4 seasons.
4 seasons, yeah. Her debut is all the way in the 4th season, episode 7. Nice job, Edna.
Wait, yeah.
I don't remember ever doing the Shokugeki.
I was trying to correct you, but I'm like, no, I don't think I can't think of Shokugeki. Yeah,
I don't think she's ever done a Shokugeki before. She's cooked stuff before, but not like for a Shokugeki. So, I'm glad that I still love the matchups they have. Like, obviously, I know Rindo and Tsukasa are going to win their next round, and it's going to be like the last 2 rounds are going to be Erina and Rindo versus the other 2, Tsukasa and Soma.
Yeah.
So, but I do still like the matchups. I think they're very interesting.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know. I'm very curious about what's gonna happen next episode. First of all, let's talk about what Momo made. She made a cast.
That's a bit much. I didn't like that one.
That was sort of.
I'm not a huge sweets person, but
I am a huge sweets person. But even that was too much.
Like, where the fuck am I supposed to eat this with? Like, how am I supposed to eat this? Also, she must be the fastest chef of all time, because what was the last first round? She just made this whole fucking basket. Yeah,
the first one. Meanwhile, in reality, baking actually takes like the longest.
Yeah, baking takes so long to do. Yeah, she made this whole fucking castle of candy and sweets and cakes and shit in like 5 minutes. So that's her superpower, apparently.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, I feel like in terms of like taste and everything, I feel like I would literally legit just like Arina's dish more. Yeah, because like the red bean paste in the middle.
Yeah, and it just doesn't look as obnoxious.
Right? Oh, there's a ribbon made out of candy too, and I'm like, I actually don't. I have a sweet tooth, but there's certain things that I'm not a huge fan.
I feel like you get instant diabetes if you just eat that castle that you made, so I'll stay away from that.
Yeah.
Arina's was really cute. It was a nice dish.
Some red bean ice cream now.
I actually find it fun that Arina's actual first Shokugeki was the dessert style, because she's really not the type of character you would picture doing desserts.
Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't, and it was cool how she did like the whole thing, like, for Megumin's memory. Mm-hmm. She named it after dish after Megumin. Mm-hmm. Which one? And she was all like crying, and I was like, "Oh,
I love you, yeah."
Oh my God, feelings. Ooh, it was a real feel good episode.
Can we talk about the plot twist at the end? That was really silly.
I feel like that's not going to happen.
Let me be the judge. Sir, don't you have an obvious conflict of interest here?
Yeah,
Nah, I'll be the judge.
Yeah, I feel like next week they're gonna be like, no.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna be like, no, we really can't have you do this.
Well, they're gonna be like, no, and he's gonna be like, all right, if you don't make me the judge, you're all fired. And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So, fuck that.
No, I think though. Well,
which sucks. I like the other judges. They're really cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be the judges anymore, but I don't think it's going to be him either.
You don't think so?
Or if it's gonna be him, it's like him and like
other. Oh, maybe him and the grandpa.
Yeah, like him and the grandpa.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. All right, so let us move on to what is undoubtedly our episode of the week.
Yeah, can't even pretend it's not.
Babylonia, episode 8.
The episode of the year, possibly. Jesus Christ, this episode was amazing.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely up in top 10.
It was, I would say, the best episode so far in the series, at least.
Yeah. Just because I feel like we're both biased in that sense, because it's just like emotions.
Well, yeah, but that's like the whole point of the episode was it had excellent action. The first off, the Ushi fight scene, that little segment where she was fighting at the end, it looked straight out of like a movie. It was such incredibly high quality animation. Like it's up there with UFO Tables productions. So that was incredible. The music was great during all the fight and action scenes.
Yeah.
And even though I knew what the plot was, it's still like all the emotional notes still landed. It just looks so much better seeing it animated, you know?
Yeah, it's a very beautiful fighting sequence. Yeah, it's just all very pretty. Like I'm totally here just ignoring Gorgon CGI.
It wasn't as obnoxious this episode.
Strike, which is looking ass, but
it wasn't as obnoxious this episode because she, I feel like they didn't focus on her, like, a lot all the time like they did last time.
Yeah. So
it was fine. Like, a lot of the time it was just, like, portions of her body, like her hair and stuff, where she was fighting. So it didn't strike me as much, but, the Leonidas scene was 10 out of 10. I felt it all.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was actually really sad.
Poor Leonidas.
Poor Leonidas.
The MC didn't have any real dialogue, but the one scene that he did have with the end of the fight and the picking up the bricks to build the wall again, I felt like were really emotionally impactful. So I think they're still doing a good job with Fujimura, even though he's not like he's the main character, but he's not like they're restricted in what they can do with him, but they're still making him impactful enough.
Oh yeah, that that punch Enkidu.
Yeah, the super mega ultra punch that was. I'll show you.
Yeah, right. Enkidu's like
the flail. I don't think Enkidu even dodged. He just like sidestepped very casually, like okay, chill, bro.
Like, listen, you're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. Just thankful that my mom isn't annoying. Gotta go. And I love him when he leaves. He just literally just lives up and then pew.
Like, just fly away. The Ushi scenes were brutal. Like they were as brutal as I thought they were gonna be. Like seeing her just get like stomped out and fucking chewed up and stuff. Ugh. Fucking fingered by Enkidu at the end.
Yum.
She needs an animation update. Please,
wait,
DW, give her an update.
Mind, I thought those kids escaping. I'm like, wait, aren't those kids gonna be eaten?
I'm pretty sure they are.
Like, I thought that happened and...
I'm like, well, I 100% know Enkidu is not caring about these kids. He's definitely gonna kill these kids.
Yeah. I'm like, maybe they just were like, you know what? We had enough this episode. I don't think we need to watch. We don't need to hear...
kids being killed.
Yeah, implicate kids dying this episode. We already did that once already this season.
Yeah, but no, give her a animation update, please. She had such cool moves this episode. Also give Leonidas an animation update. He also had some really cool moves this episode.
Yeah, they give them what they deserve. They worked hard.
Yes. I'm glad the budget is going to the right places.
I agree. It was a great episode. Like literally, it's one of those things where it's like I don't have a lot to say because it's kind of spoke for itself. It's just great fighting action. As Oni said, they focus on what needs to be focused upon. The deaths were sad. Yeah, it did what it had to, like this episode did what it had to do, and it was amazing as a result.
All right.
All right.
Shall we move on then to
Yes.
Haatage Kemono Michi episode 8, which would have been my episode of the week, actually, surprisingly enough, if, the other show just wasn't literally perfect.
Yeah. um. Um. Well, I wouldn't say this would have been my episode of the week. This was definitely like very good. It's very solid.
I feel like this is exactly what the show needed to be.
It needs to go in this direction.
It needs to go in this direction. Like, I like the idea of having it go full-fledged wrestling and just having, like, a bunch of stupid, like, wrestling, stories, like, dramas and stuff. Like, because the characters already have these weird emotional dramas playing out in the side. So I'd love if that were the main focus. Like, Genjo's thing with the wolf guy's wife was great. Like, that could be a whole storyline for their wrestling matches. The other wolf dude and his sister, perfect. Like, there's just so much random drama that they need to hype up for these wrestling matches.
Yeah. I feel so bad for Wolfgang. He literally was just like, I'm kind of here to show support, even though I'm so scared of outside. She's like, there's my brother. Let's bring him in. Yeah, tag team. And then he filed and
she was just like talking, like, bring it on, and then Carmilla just grabs her by the throat and like slams her. Like, Jesus, it was great. Just like random attacking each other and bringing in the orcs, bringing back the orcs, bringing in the kobolds and all that. The scene where he's wrestling the husband and then Shigure is just standing there like, the fuck is going on right now?
Also, I think we need to commit to Genzo being more of a furry.
Yeah.
If he literally just had like just a little bit of Cosmo's like pervertedness. Perfect. There you go. That's literally. I feel that's all he's missing now.
Yeah, if he was a bit more scummy, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I like that Hanako doing the play-by-play, and she's just talking about how to eat all the just salt their shoulders, and you can have them in the stew.
Yeah, orcs are great to eat. The orcs sometimes like
the random announcements wherever the wrestlers were coming into the ring, they would just like give these weird, exaggerated name drops.
Also accurate recaps, like how the guy know everything about like Wolfgang.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the kind of absurd humor that the show needs to stay with. And then we had Mao at the end. I'm hoping Mao shows up and they wrestle each other there, and Hanako and the other lowly wrestle each other. Like, there's just so much potential for having the princess got the notification that there's a wrestling match. Like, I just want all these characters to just straight up be wrestlers. Have Shigure doing her side business with selling lewd pictures, which I don't know how that works.
Lewd muscle pictures? Oh, I love that.
Do they have cameras in that? I didn't notice. In that medieval era setting.
It's a magic.
All the characters really shine this episode, so I really enjoyed it. I hope it stays as strong as it did. I have a feeling it won't, but I hope it does.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't have any expectations for this show. It's very
harsh.
Like, I want it to be good, and this episode was really good, but I feel like it can just backslide back into like some of the weaker episodes.
Yeah, it needs to keep the momentum.
Yeah. Well, speaking of keeping up momentum, let us keep chugging along with Azur Lane, episode 7.
Yep. Another really good episode. Was contender for episode of the week for me.
Oh, okay. Well, that is an opinion, I guess.
Oh, you just hate every episode of Azur Lane at this
No,
point.
it's just like literally just have the episode. It's like I felt like wait, how much of What's That Story do you remember?
And depends what part. Like I don't remember seeing by scene, but I
When we were
definitely.
singing tonight.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
tonight. Like it
yeah.
felt like if that's what half of this episode felt like, except there was no music, and so therefore it was way
What
less
they were
entertaining.
getting ready to fight when you want the episode to start. But that's the thing. Like if the episode just started and they were all just fighting each other in the ocean, you'd
Bitch,
be like,
they could have
"Whoa!"
literally done all that, condensed all that into literally like 3 minutes, and then started fighting.
It
And
wasn't.
that,
It
and that would have
wasn't
been
that
fine.
long. It was fine.
It
It was literally
was
like 5 minutes
long
of them just
enough.
5 minutes of them going through the motions of them all getting ready.
It felt like it was going on forever. So yes, so if you just cut that one obnoxious unnecessary part out, then yes, this episode is satisfactory.
Um, and it's kind of funny because I saw it after the Babylonia episode. So even though I do think the fighting was great, it definitely was not Babylonia tier. But I do think it was excellent fighting for this show.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, girl, it was average.
Yeah, you're such a hater.
It was you even.
I'm beginning. No, it was good. It was actually really good. It was better than most action shows. Actually,
I would say it's better than Azure Lane normally is.
you
I
can't. You
like
just
this action
can't.
I like this
You
action the
can't
most.
pay the show a compliment at
I'll
all.
take like the average. It was the firefight was it was good.
The dogfight between Kaga and
Dogfight.
Enterprise was really well done, I think. And having them all line up and like commence the attack, I felt it did a good job of building tension and them being like setting the stage for the actual battle. And the Kagi's Gate of Babylon moment.
Yeah, right. I was like, I'm telling you, I feel like everyone's just been like just copying off Gil now.
Just the latest thing to do. Everyone has a Gate of Babylon.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because Akagi is looking super dead right now, so rip her.
Oh, I love Akagi. Don't die. Also, Enterprise is looking kind of possessed right now. So.
Yeah, it looked like someone like flicked the on switch and that bitch is really on. She ain't turned off anytime. Oh no, she already turned off.
Well, they had that whole explosion at the end where all the people caught up in the middle. So I'm wondering if that's like a thing that they're all going to be transported to. Is this going to be an isekai now? Are they all going to get transported to another world?
If they listen, I have them tapping out. I'm like, you are literally this part. You got all by yourself. I will literally go and do something else.
You would love a boat isekai. You know it.
That sounds terrible.
Either way, I did enjoy it.
No, yeah. But yeah, no, the dogfight was the best part. Everything else I kind of didn't really care about. But yeah, that's all I got.
I anticipate you to give this show like a 5 at the end of the thing. I know you are, so. You're such a hater.
I wouldn't say a 5. I wouldn't say a 5. That's even for me. That's low. You're not far off, but I wouldn't say.
Yo, guys, for you patrons watching, next time we pick a show and you guys get to vote for the winter shows, please pick a bad show so I can put into perspective how good Azur Lane is compared to random garbage.
No, see, unfortunately, that's the thing. That's the flaw in Oni's logic. He'll always look for something that's worse.
Because this show is above average. No, this show is above average. No. This show is. I don't think it's great. I just think it's above average. It's above average. Like I think Don Machi is above average.
Big asterisk if you like Azur Lane.
I feel like even if you don't like Azur Lane, it's enough you can follow the plot, and it's not a clusterfuck train wreck like Gindo Guardian was or something.
Okay, once again, comparing it to god awful shows does not make this anime any better.
I'm just saying it's better than you're giving it credit for. It's not excellent, but you're like
giving me a $5 bill and giving me a piece of shit, and then I'm just like, I can't use either of these to pay my bills. Does not like
It's
Like,
not.
I thought it was
It's
still better than Piece of Poop, but both are.
and I will say it. I will stick up for the show against average shows. Average shows. I think it's better than average. Not excellent. Not FGO Babylonia or anything, but it is above average, and I will stick
There's
by that.
so many shows that are between a show like FGO and
Yes,
Azur Lane.
because there's a huge disparity
a
of.
score of shows.
I'll agree with that,
Literally.
but I don't think it's necessarily because Azur Lane is terrible or bad. I just think
It's not terrible, and it's not super bad. It's just nothing. It's just there's nothing that sticks out that's like, oh boy, I can only get this from watching this anime. I don't get that feeling.
Good luck finding
Ergo,
another
it's
boat show,
on the
another show about boats.
Ergo, it's average.
I wouldn't.
Like-
It's above average. Like I said, guys, recommend us an
no,
average show.
girl.
Please recommend us an average show next season.
Something that's used to fight.
Recommend us
I've
an
never seen
average
this
show.
before.
Please
I've
recommend
never
us.
seen Strike Witches or the Strike Witches spinoff or that other Strike Witch series.
Please recommend us. This is better than Strike Witches, by the way. From a plot perspective, you have to admit that.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I'll give you that.
These Strike Witches, I would call generic and average. Outside of the fan service, which is what you watch it for anyway, but still.
What? Strike Witches was... It wasn't the first one to, like, do something like that and be really popular.
I mean, it was, because fan service, not because the show itself was, like, riveting plot and action.
Okay, well, never mind. I wouldn't know. I didn't watch the original. But yeah. I can guarantee you... most people will never be watching this unless it literally has to do with them liking like boat lolis or liking Azur Lane. Outside of this, I cannot think of another reason to watch this anime.
I feel like if you just like general action shows or planes and boats, you'll like the show. Like, maybe it's not tugging at your specific interest, because there's, like, different interests that it tugs at, and I feel like none of them appeal to you. But I don't think...
like I said, waifus and boat lolis.
Yeah, but listen, I watch Shonen Ai, and I'm not in the camp of being like, I want to see these two guys fuck each other, and I still find interesting things about the show to like and cling on to.
Then that is fine, but but at the same time, I'm just like...
I don't think by default just because it has lolis and cute girls, you're like, oh, I kind of like this because it has lolis and
That's not
girls.
what makes it bad. I'm just saying it's not that great. It's not that bad. To me, it's literally just is somewhat above average.
Guys,
Just because I like the design of some of the girl boats.
Recommend us an average show next season. All right,
What?
I said. Recommend us an average show next season, please.
Please
Patrons.
please don't waste our time and
Please
yours by
do.
making just because Oni is spiteful as hell. All right, let's move on to Vinland Saga, episode 19.
Yes, more beautiful king just fucking being awesome and wrecking everybody.
Basically, also got some flashbacks of Thorkel and Thors, which I like. Also, Thorkel is related to Thorfinn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like,
great uncle, right? Yeah.
What?
I like the whole family dynamic that they have going for them.
Or lack of.
Yeah, or lack of.
Oh yeah, now that they're not killing each other anymore, I guess they're not.
I like how this episode just ended like, oh well, we were killing each other, but whatever, we're all good now, right?
Yeah.
I know I killed half your forces, but we're all good.
He's like, bitch, I don't like them anyways.
You did me a favor.
Oh, did you catch them making a shogi reference? I'm like,
question
mark?
I know shogi existed at this time, most likely, but definitely did not exist in fucking England or something. Like, really? It was not played in Denmark, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think they kind of that was a weird not to like, or I guess the opposite of like a suspension of like belief.
Yeah. He could have literally just said chess, and it would have made sense. It would have been like, yeah, it's not chess. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
They played chess.
Fucking baby.
I feel like the guy who did the research for all the for this show, like the actual writing, the plot, and the characters, did all this research about historical facts and stuff, but just didn't know what game they played. They were like, whatever, shogi.
Yeah, fuck it, Shogi. No one's going to harp on this or make it a big thing.
Yeah, surely not.
Next week in anime news network. Oh, people are boycotting.
You're gonna see
Vinland
next week.
Saga.
Askeladd is gonna have like a bowl of ramen and sushi. Like, like, it just slowly becomes less historically accurate.
A man from the east told me how to make this, and we all learned. But yeah, I really liked Dorkel this episode because I really liked watching him just like kind of lose his shit.
Yeah, he was like super childish.
Yeah, I think it had to do with the fact like all those memories of Thor's like coming back.
Yeah, I feel bad for Thorkel though. He like keeps getting fucked up. Like now he has one eye.
One eye.
Lost the fingers. Yeah, like Jesus. Can we stop attacking Thorkel? I like him. I don't want him to die or be grossly dismembered.
Yeah. Well, now that they're on the same side, I think he'll be just a-okay.
Maybe. I'm shocked that Askeladd wasn't killed this episode, especially when he came up to the canoe and was like, "I killed Ragnar."
Yeah, I knew Ragnar wasn't gonna kill. I knew Canute wasn't going to kill him.
Well,
I knew that.
I still wouldn't put it past him, but maybe you're right.
Because after the whole love thing, he's like, Ragnar didn't love me anyways. So he was like a father figure.
Yeah, but still, like, avenge Ragnar.
Yeah, he's like, well, if you feel so bad about it, well, fucking work for me. Like, he's literally like at a point where he's like, I don't have time to be all petty with my feelings.
I don't have time for your guys' stupid little power struggle.
Yeah, I'm trying to topple my dad.
Oh man, it's gonna be awesome to see him like go to the mainland and just lead the army, like leading Thorkel, Askeladd, and Thorfinn in battle and stuff. That's gonna be so cool.
I agree.
Also, that's a really badass squad: Thorkel, Askeladd, and Thorfinn.
Yeah, although they actually like, need an actual army in order to win.
Yeah, they got like those other 100 or so
I don't
Vikings.
think I'm
Please, Thorkel alone's gonna take out like 1,000 people.
Let's see. Oh, shout out to Askeladd for actually helping Thorfinn fight, because he's like, I'm not trying to die today.
Yeah, that's cool.
God, I feel like he's literally just like I was gonna say a Danish version, but is he like half Dane or just
he's
half
like
Welsh?
half Dane, half Welsh.
Yeah, half Dane, half Welsh. He's that version of Eddie Guerrero, I feel like. I lie, I cheat, I steal, I blind.
Yeah, he's really cool. I love all these characters. I'm sad the show's gonna end in like 4 more episodes though.
Don't say that.
I know. Season 2, please.
Yeah, please and thank you. I guess my only... It's not even a gripe, but it's just like, I very much knew what was gonna happen this episode. Like, it was very, like...
Yeah, it was predictable.
It was very predictable. But it was still well done, so I'm not mad.
Alright. Let us, speaking of predictability, move on to Fire Force, episode 18.
Shock! Licht is evil. But I will say I am shocked because he's working with Sho.
Yes.
Not Sho. He's
Joker.
working with Joker.
Called it.
That I did not see.
Yeah. I called it last week, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did like the direction this episode took, though. I like that they're all having their training arc now.
Yeah.
Licht is an actual interesting character. Like, I know he's quote-unquote evil. I still don't know if Joker's evil or not. He's just doing his own thing. But, Licht was actually very entertaining to watch, like, his interactions with the other guys.
I would say so. Like, he definitely grew on me a little bit this episode.
Yeah. And then seeing I liked how they all were doing something, like, obviously Arthur and Shinra are training with the other guy for their final techniques and stuff, and all their fights were really cool. But even stuff like Maki was getting her new weapons, and Tamaki's learning from the priestess how to be a priestess.
Yeah, which kind of, I don't know. I guess I kind of understand, but at the same time, I'm like, "Ugh, please don't make her the Sakura of this series.
I don't
Please
know
don't." Because you know who I keep bringing up every episode who isn't the Sakura of her series?
who.
Noelle from Black Clover.
Well,
She actually
depends what
has
you mean
had
by the Sakura of the series, as in like the least likable girl, or
okay, so she actually could be the least likable girl. That I could totally picture. But
what?
you know,
No, Tamaki's pretty cute.
oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking about Noelle.
Oh, okay.
No, Tamaki is really cute. But becoming that way where she's just like, I don't really do anything. I kind of just stand there and I'm
Oh
super
yeah,
sure to
yeah,
cheer her
yeah.
back up and whatever.
Actually, she probably might do that because she doesn't appear to be doing much of anything. She just kind of.
Exactly. Where she hasn't really done anything like at all.
hmm
Like at all. Um Meanwhile, Noelle from Black Clover is like zipping around in her super water armor, fucking up elves and shit. I know whatever I just said didn't make any sense to you, but let me tell you, she's very badass and she came a long way.
Well, hopefully we
So
get the same development for Tamaki. Although I did love Maki's new weapons; those were really dope, like flying hammer arms.
yeah, flying hammer things. I'm like, that's really cute. I like Maki. Maki's so awesome.
hmm
See, I'm just like we don't. I feel like we can have what was the other girl again? What's her name again?
Which one, Tamaki?
Tamaki.
Mm.
That's her name.
Yeah, it's Maki and Tamaki.
Oh, that's
It's
so
super
obnoxious.
confusing. I know. That's I
Okay,
had it like written down.
one's with the ta in front of it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't want them to be like, okay, well we have one girl who's already strong, so let's just make Tamaki the background fan service
She's the fan
girl.
service
Like,
girl.
oh, that's so like, ugh. Like I like girls that can do it all. Like,
Yeah,
come
don't make the show like Naruto, where you just have a bunch of really awesome background characters. I'm like, wait, why don't they get any screen time?
exactly.
I'm tired
Like,
of Shinra and Arthur.
but are you really tired of Arthur?
No, I love Arthur, especially today where he's
Yeah.
like, every time he just shows up, he just does the stupidest shit, and it's so great. Like him talking to the donkey on the wall,
I'm just like I hate you so much.
or just
If
like
he was
surprise
real,
attacking.
God, if he was real, I'd hate him so much. Like you're just so fucking
Yeah, he's
stupid.
great though.
He really is great. Um, but yeah, Shinra's episode.
At
I don't
least
know.
he was a little more fun than he usually is.
Yeah, yeah. Like he was definitely palpable. Like
Mhm.
he's having fun, making all those stupid faces while he's trying
Yeah,
to boost himself up.
yeah, it was really
Pretty
nice.
funny.
These are
Yep,
great
and
episodes for like character development and stuff.
I would say so. And uh, it seems like they're really committing to the whole half a face animation style. They're actually
That is
just
their thing now.
that is their thing, and I guess I'm just going to have to.
You must suffer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to once again, and I will mention every time I see it and say why. Where are
Mm.
their eyes? Why do they not have eyes?
Deal with it.
I guess I will have to, and they'll just have to deal with their score.
Mm. A threat from Drooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, if you don't want to be threatened by Drooby Doo, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you aren't already, so you can catch all the latest episodes of our podcast as they go up every week. Also, join the party over on Discord, follow us on Twitch, and follow us on Twitter. If you want, you can even donate to us on Patreon, like all these lovely patrons on screen right now. Bunch of cool benefits, including being able to watch Babylonia with us as it airs every Sunday before the podcast. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
If you're if you're insinuating that I'm going to threaten them if they don't like our stuff, aren't you also threatening them too?
I'm
is it
just
like
dispensing information. That's all I'm doing.
oh, this is like the right up top of a threatception.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, till next week. Later.
Bye.